Morning everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I always say I love Fridays. Maybe not so much today because we have to go home today. The kids are certainly not going to love today. They're, oh my God, they had an absolute ball. They really, really did. They said it, I'd say 50 times each yesterday. I don't want to go home tomorrow. I don't want to go home tomorrow. I know, poor things. But I wasn't doing this outside this morning because it's very chilly. But yeah, they had it's the beach, and the waves were so strong. Really, like they were big yesterday, and they had their little surfboards. So thankfully, our two can swim. We had brought them to lessons before, and there's no fear there. So I was just looking at them, and they had an absolute ball. I'm not the one for water at all, but I was kind of in and out, and I would run up and down the beach trying to get a bit of exercise, and we're playing frisbee and that kind of thing. But they had an absolute ball. They'd come out, they'd dry out, they'd be freezing, and they'd just run back in again. They just, oh my God, it's just amazing how kids just don't care about the cold. They just really don't. So first of all, Michael didn't have his wetsuit on in the morning, but he had it on the day before. It was kind of catching him here and at the back of his knees. And he said, no, I'm not going to wear it now, as in yesterday morning. So I love a big wave. Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing now. It was so lovely to watch them. But yeah, so he had his wetsuit on, but after a while in there, he was really cold. Even though the weather was lovely, but still, it's not, the water isn't warm. So anyway, I brought him back up here then, and we put on the wetsuit on him, and sure, that was it then for the day. Had an absolute ball. So then at 4 o'clock we went to visit the Hook Lighthouse. Lovely there. We didn't do a tour. We were going to, but I know for a fact they'd be only in 5 minutes, and they'd be like, no, don't want to do it. It's just climbing the stairs. So we had to walk around this bit of a playground there, kind of a ship, and we had an ice cream, glass of wine, and it was just lovely. The weather was just gorgeous, so it was really, really nice. Morning, Marie, you got a great colour. I was looking at that, all we had was like 20, factor 20. I just go red if I get burned. The other three, the 2 kids and Liam, all they have to do is look at the sun and they are black, which I'm delighted. None of them got my whiteness, my milk bottle skin. I was delighted. So yeah, they're black. They're just such a lovely colour. But yeah, I just kind of go a bit red, and then I'll be back to white again tomorrow, Marie, guarantee you that. So yeah, so hope you're all having a lovely Friday morning so far, and let me know how you're getting on with writing your goals. Have you got those written yet? And don't be afraid to think big. Only 3 days left to Sylvia's training. Salt water can cause wetsuits to rub around the openings. Not usually a fan of Vaseline, but great to stop the rubbing. Okay. Yeah, maybe for the next time, Deirdre. And you know what? I actually think for the next time, I'm going to get the long sleeve ones and the long legged ones as well, because I don't see the point in the short ones, because the wetsuits are there to stop them from getting cold, and they're still getting cold if they're putting their legs in and their arms in. So thanks for the tip, Deirdre. Definitely remember that. But yeah, look at you're not a fan of Vaseline. I'd be the same. But if it's only for a couple of days, it's not going to do any harm. But yeah, so 3 days left to Sylvia's training on Monday. A few people have contacted me. Actually, loads of people have contacted me saying they want to join. I talk about goals on here every morning, and it's so important, and she will teach you why you need to set goals. And you see, when we're setting goals, and if you do set a goal, you set a big type C fantasy goal, that's when the fear would kick in, because you're thinking, but sure, I've never done this before. Who do I think I am? I can't do this. This has never been done before. Morning, Mary, how are you? This has never been done before. Why would I think I can do this? But that's the fear, and the doubt, and doubt about yourself, and they're all going to kick in, and that's so normal. And it's only when you're aware of that you can actually keep going and push through, but most people aren't aware. So that's why I needed Sylvia as a mentor, and I needed her training. So she will go through all that next week, and help you to push through your fears, and to explain why fear is there. It's there because of our paradigms. Our paradigms is what's morning, San. I'm up. Good morning, yay. Good girl. Happy Friday. Our fear is there because it's because of our paradigm. So it's your paradigm is your little voice, and it's your mental programming. So the little voice inside your head telling you that you can't do it, and it's so. And for some people, it's really, really strong. I think for everyone it is, especially. Because it's there for years, and it's been saying the same thing, and it's there to keep you safe. So when fear kicks in, it'll try and keep you safe, and it'll try and bring you back to the way things were. So hi Sharon, thank you. You will love. You will. When the fear kicks in, and when you're aware of it, you'll bounce back off it. It's called the fear barrier. That's what Bob Proctor calls it, the fear barrier. So when you push through it, that's when you get closer to your goal, because you're getting outside your comfort zone. You're going through the fear. But when you bounce back, that's what most people do, and then they feel safe and they're happy. But are they happy for long though? Because it's going to kick in again. Your goals are going to come back into your forefront again, and you're going to want them, and you're going to start again. Okay, I'm going for it, and then the fear hits again, and you bounce off it again. And that's what happens to most people, and it's so sad. And unless you actually push through and keep going. Never give up, be persistent and be consistent. Unless you do that, you're not going to reach your goals, and you're just going to go back to your comfort zone, and you wouldn't have set your goals in the first place if you were very happy in your comfort zone. And I think most people have things that they want in life, and they just don't know how to get them. And it's like when we earn, I was talking about money there, I don't know, last week or during the week, it's like when we earn 50,000 or 60,000 euros a year. That's because we only know how to earn that amount of money. But if you knew how to earn more, you would do it. So the multiple streams of income, as Bob Proctor always talks about, multiple streams of income. Why just have one stream? So that's Sylvia's training on Monday. Make sure you tune in. I think it's at 11 o'clock. I haven't been talking to her really during the week much, but I think it's at 11 o'clock. And but I'll let you know again. I'll definitely know tomorrow morning what time it's at. I think it's a good time, because then you've plenty of time to watch it back if you miss it. So if anyone on here that's not part of her training for Monday, let me know, and I'll add you to her group. It's 5 days, and it's 5 45-minute videos. So really in-depth training on setting goals, and a lot about the Napoleon Hill book, Think and Grow Rich. And that's the book that Bob Proctor has been studying for almost 60 years. So really amazing book. That's what got him to where he is today, that book, and he still studies it. Like, he studies it every single day. He just doesn't read it from cover to cover. He actually studies it, and he might read one chapter for 30 days, or he might read a few pages in a chapter for 30 days. I'd say he knows that book inside and out. But anyway, that is it. So if you want to join that training, sure you let me know, and I will add you to her group. Okay, so let's write our list. Alrighty, so today is Friday the 18th of September. Okay, today I am grateful for. So if you write that at the top of your page, you don't have to write it then all the way down. Perfect. And I always write my first gratitude. This is my one. You don't have to write this if you don't want. This is Bob Proctor's affirmation. I heard him saying it at the beginning of lockdown. Somebody asked him, he was doing a live Q&A, and somebody asked him, what would be your affirmation for what's going on at the minute? And he thought about it for a second, and he goes, I am grateful. I'm going to write this down. Now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll write a few more gratitudes, and really feel how grateful you are. Try and connect with them, and after each one, thank you God, thank you, thank you. If you can write that down, brilliant. If you haven't enough space, just think it, feel it, because it's the feelings that are attached to each gratitude, gets impressed into the subconscious mind and gets you more of that. So this is how we want to attract in. When we're on a high vibration, that's when we are attracting in. And remember, fear No, doubt and worry causes fear. Okay, doubt and worry causes fear, and worry causes anxiety. And when you're on that low vibration, you're not manifesting. You're only manifesting when your body is at ease. So we need to be at ease. So we need to be comfortable and allowing. You know, in that space of allowing. And when you're in an attitude of gratitude, that's happening. You're in that allowing attitude. So when you wake up in the morning, you're thinking about what you're grateful for. Your vibration is lifted straight away. Your energy is lifted, and your mood, and you're happy. And that's when you're in a flow, and that's when energy flows to and through you. It flows to and through us all the time, but that's when it flows freely. That's when you get the ideas, and that's when you take action, and that's when you start manifesting, start attracting in, and start getting closer to your goals. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so we'll write a few more, and then we will send love to people that are bothering us. Is everybody getting on? Morning, Paul. I must start getting into gratitude and attraction laws again. Yes, very good. Absolutely. It's so good, and it's such a lovely thing to do. Even if you were never to attract anything in, isn't it lovely to just have that attitude of gratitude as soon as you wake up in the morning? Like, you could open your eyes and think, I'm so grateful for this lovely bed, for this great sleep that I just had, even if you didn't have a great sleep, say it anyway. And so grateful for this beautiful day. You know, I'm so grateful for this air in my lungs, so grateful for my legs to be able to get me out of this bed. You know, there is so much to be grateful for. I was chatting to a lady last night, and she was like, 10, you're right, 10. Oh my God, no, I don't think I'd think of 10. Now, this lady was literally after, she was in an accident, and she was basically after building herself up to learn to walk again. And she couldn't think of 10 things she's grateful for. And it's only, not that I'm judging her or anything, absolutely not. But it's because the way we're programmed, you know, she's just going to probably just focus in on that one thing, you know. But there is so much to be grateful for. And I was the same, I think, 10? I will never think of 10. Now I could think of 50 every morning at least, you know. Especially you can write down what you're grateful for your past, you know, past experiences, past conversation, past hugs, past time you spent with people that have passed away. You can be grateful for your present, your health, your holidays, your home, your kids, your family, you know, your energy, whatever it is. Then you can also be grateful for your future. So, you know, when we write affirmations, we write them down in the present as if they've happened already. So I always tell you, when I tell everybody, when they write down their goal, you act as if you've achieved it already, and that's what sets the emotions going, and that's what sets things in track. People think from here to the goal, how am I going to get there? But you don't think about that. You think about the goal achieved and work your way back. You can connect the dots on the way back, but not forward. So think about, okay, how do I feel now that I've achieved this? How do I feel? And visualize your goal every single day, at least twice a day. Last thing at night, first thing in the morning are the best times. Your subconscious mind is wide open. That's when you visualize your goal. And then your emotions then are going to be attached to that. Because if you're visualizing your goal for 5 minutes, there's not going to be a case where there's no emotions attached. Of course there is, because you're seeing it. You're seeing it happen, and you're seeing how you're reacting to it and what's happening around you. So you need to do that every single day. And Sylvia will talk more about this next week. But that's what you need to do, and then that's when you start thinking about what you need to do, and that's when you get the inspired actions, and that's when you start attracting in. So think from your goal back, don't think from here to your goal. And that's why fear sets in with people. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I'm not good enough. I can't do this, you know, because they're thinking of where they are now to their goal. But you can think of where you are now, because where you are now is where you are, is the results you're getting. You can't reach your goal with where you are now. So you need to put yourself into the shoes of the goal, of the person of the goal achieved, and work your way back. Hope I'm explaining that okay. If you have any questions or worries, or if you've any doubts about what I'm saying, or if you're wondering about it, just pop it in the comments or message me, and join Sylvia's training next week, starting Monday. 5 days of training. It's just 45-minute videos, and I'll be on there as well. And if you're interested, I can tag you when she goes live, and then you can watch it back. At least you know that it's done and it's there, and you can watch it back and or watch it live if you can. So okay, so we're totally gone off track. So let's write a few more, and then we'll send it off. Okay. Yeah. Say hello. Shy this morning. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So at the bottom we will write for this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Or thank you, universe. Or thank you, angels. Or thank you, energy. Whatever it is for you. I love to write down God. That's just for me, but whatever it is for you. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so if you don't have your list written, write a few more at lunchtime or this evening, and it'll really up your vibration again. And that's what you need. You need to keep it high and keep happy and keep that energy going throughout the day. I know it's challenging. It is challenging. You know, stuff happens. But you know, it's just you know, keep that in the forefront of your mind and always be aware. So the more you're aware of when your energy is dipping, the better, because you'll be quicker to bring it back and increase your mood and bring up your vibration. Okay, so now I'm going to grab an oil, and I have this one left here because I'm literally after using it, because when I came on this call, because I put it on my shoulder. I woke up this morning and I had a pain. Oh, I could barely move it. I think it's because the quilt was off me, and oh, the pain there, it's still not great, but I put on some of this and it really released a lot of the tension. So this is deep blue, and it's a lovely blend of, I know there's peppermint in it and wintergreen, so it's really great for cooling your muscles, and it's brilliant for any kind of muscle and joint pain, arthritis, growing pains, that kind of thing. It's one that's used a lot in our house because Liam is going cycling now for the weekend. So when we go home, we're coming back down. Liam and his brother are coming back down to Kerry. They're staying in Kerry and they're cycling in Cork. I don't know, Bora, something like that. I don't know. You might know more about it than I do. Wherever he's going cycling anyway, it's very, very hilly. So he'll be having his deep blue with him. So he uses deep blue on his knees and his calves every time he goes for a cycle or a run. And this is the oil version. You can get the deep blue rub version, which is like a cream, and there's an oil version as well. So this one is diluted already. It's in a roller ball, so it's handy to apply, really handy to apply. So I'm just going to give it a smell. It's got a really clean smell about it. It's definitely the wintergreen that's in it. There's camphor in it as well, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. So emotionally, it's the oil of surrendering pain. So if you're resisting pain or avoiding emotional issues, if you feel panicked, fearful, or wounded or unhealed, it'll help you to feel more strengthened, accepting, soothed, serene, healing, and healed. And it's one it says here that you can actually diffuse it. I've never actually diffused it. I must try it. So you can inhale it or diffuse, or apply wherever the physical pain is experienced. So really, really powerful oil. It's one used every single day in our house. So let's send love to people that are bothering us. So if you know somebody, and most of us do have somebody that is bothering us, you have a negative emotion towards a person, and just think of one person, and when you have that towards somebody, you are usually suppressing those anger or whatever it is whatever the negative emotion is, you're suppressing it, and they just build and build and build and build, and then it just means that they have some of your energy and you want to take that back. So you need to get your energy back, and you need to set yourself free, because you're living in your own past, and they don't care if you're angry with them. It doesn't bother them, but it is bothering you, and it's affecting you, and it's affecting your organs. Physically it really affects us, and emotionally it really affects us. Okay, so you need to move forward and focus on your goal. Don't mind focusing on people that aren't that don't deserve your energy. So let's just close our eyes, picture them one person at a time, standing in front of you, white light, gold light, whatever you want, going from your heart to theirs and sending the love. Okay, perfect. When you're ready, move on to person number 2. Okay, perfect. So when you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture you standing in front of you, white light going from your heart to yours. So this only takes a few seconds to do in the morning. You have 10 seconds for each person, and then we ask for guidance, and that's another, that's another few minutes. If you want to do it separate to this call, it can take a bit longer. But like these routines, they don't take that long, but they're very, very powerful. So they need to be done every single day, and that's why it's easy to do these every day, because they don't take long. Set time aside. Get up a bit earlier if you have to do these. Okay. So now we're sending love to ourselves. Okay. Perfect. So now we ask the universe for guidance. So this is helping you to strengthen your intuition muscles. So our intuition is an amazing mental faculty that we have that we don't really utilize enough. I definitely didn't before I did this training, and it's something that I would kind of, it's basically when you ask questions to the universe, or when the universe is trying to send you answers. You get these flashes of a person in your head or in your mind, or you might see, somebody in the street that looks like somebody and those are little things that happen that you need to act upon. Or even it could be a case that you might ask a question about how do I need to feel better, and water keeps appearing in front of you, or people talk about water, or somebody tells you a story about water, whatever it is, pick up on those things and take action. Pick up the phone if it is a person that you feel you need to call. They might help you, you might help them. You've no idea how that's going to happen, so or how what it's all about, but just do it anyway. It will get you closer to your goal, and it'll help you to strengthen your intuitive muscles. So it will our intuition definitely isn't utilized enough. So so just try it. And like this is when we do this, we need to really, really relax the mind and really relax the body, and sometimes we don't do that enough. So maybe after meditation, or even after you write your gratitude list. So this is a perfect time to do it. We just don't get enough time to do it. So sometimes people mightn't be able to connect. So you're connecting with your higher self, you're connecting with your goal, you're connecting with the universe, and you ask the question. But the answers come from within. So sometimes we don't, we ask other people their opinions. What should I do? What color will I paint this? Will I go here? Will I, won't I? But you're asking other people's paradigms. You need to trust yourself and sit down and connect and ask the universe for guidance, and you will get the answer. And just allow the answers to come in. Ask the questions and then let it go. And don't be worrying about it or thinking about it for the whole day. Let it go, and do it throughout the day. Do it with different questions throughout the day, and have fun with it. Try different types of questions and just see what happens. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more you'll want to do it, because you are getting these answers. So. Okay, so we'll just close our eye. We'll only just do it for a few seconds, a few deep breaths, ask the universe for guidance, tell the universe you're in receptive mode and that you are ready to get this answer. And just, let the answer flow. And if it doesn't flow, that's okay. Maybe it's not meant to come today. Maybe the answer is going to come in a day or two. Maybe it's going to come in a week or two. You don't know. But always be aware of the questions that you asked, and be aware that you will get the answer.
800 hours.
Perfect. So thank you so much this morning to every one of you that came on this morning. I'm so grateful for you all and for your lovely messages and comments. Thank you so much. And after this, go over to your mirror do it while brushing your teeth, or go over to a long mirror and do it with intention. Do it on purpose, whatever, if you have time for, whatever you have time for. So just, you know, look into one eye. I love you. You are perfect as you are, and loads more compliments. Okay, well, 3 more compliments, and more if you can. And then in the other eye, I love you. You are perfect as you are, and at least 3 more compliments. And then read your self-confidence formula that I shared on here a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of a black and yellow page. If you can't find it, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know and I'll post it again. Read that after you do your mirror work, and then you know, you're set up for your day. And you know, be aware, keep, you know, expect good things, and you will get them. And stay on that high positive vibration. Read your gratitude list at lunchtime or in the evening, when you feel your energy dipping low. Write out maybe 1 or 2 more, whatever you can do to keep your vibration high and keep attracting. Okay, thanks everyone for jumping on. Enjoy your Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.